time using Reddit. Even though my utmost dream was to be a really successful journalist and unravel some of the truth that had been hidden away, while trying to achieve this I think I got into some trouble. Stick with me now, because I am going to tell you, step by step, on how I get myself into this predicament. It first started when I got interested in the idea that someone stated, there are people in this world so rich that they can hide themselves and what they do. Well, I found a family like this. At least I thought I found. I had my suspicions, and they come from a girl that I encountered while I was in a seminar about journalism in one of the high schools in Massachusetts. Her name was Michael. It didn't take a long time for me to find out that she didn't use her real surname. She used the name Michael Riley, but her real name was Michael Aiden Adivane. Now a quick note for all of you, surname Adivane is not a common one, its origins are British, so was she. Her mother's side of the family was British, her father was Slavic but not sure which country. I have to confess, I got all of this information from the girls who liked to gossip and some boys who were. That's what I also started to do. I started to stalk her. I also should say that first time I asked around for her was not because I found her suspicious immediately, but I was captured by her beauty. She had big amber eyes, her actions reflected her personality, which I liked, and I just wanted to try my chance. Now I call it destiny, because even before I met her, I was already trying to dig into the Adivane family. Now she was in front of me and she was the most interesting member of them all, even though she was only 15. For 4 months I tried to get information, followed her where she went, keeping track of what she does and who she talks to, family gatherings and all that, but nothing came into my hand, because when you are just a young man with limited source and trust-formed people around you, that's all you can do. You can call me a psychopath now if you want to, because if you don't call me a psychopath now you will certainly call me one later. I told you before that she was the most interesting family member. It was because she was perfect, that like any other people cannot be. She excelled in sports, arts, academics, was able to talk many languages, and probably she had a higher IQ than most of the population. She was also beautiful, like I stated before, brunette, long wavy hair, big amber eyes, a defined nose and shaped lips. She was tall and walked like she was walking on air. I even sometimes questioned myself whether I was getting distracted or not, but I kept on track. Her mother seemed to be a strong figure in her life, pushing her into this sense of perfection. She didn't seem to be that hard on her brother, but she was still harsh. I came to the conclusion that maybe all of it came from fulfilling the expectations of the whole family. She was the grandchild of the family head, named after him, which I find ridiculous. Who names her daughter after her grandfather? Well, she was sharper than anyone I know, talented, and had the mind of the devil. She eventually found out that I was stalking her. She even came to confront me with her language teacher. This is another topic. But then she made a proposal, stating that if I can come after her this long without getting noticed by anyone, especially her family, then maybe I can be useful. She wanted me to continue go after her family, but this time with her help. I was on the edge of accepting it after a week passed, but then the news came on. High school girl found dead in a car crash, whole body is burned. Apparently, her family used her belongings to identify her. She was declared as dead, and I got a weird feeling about it. Because a family like that would not use just belongings for identification and pass out on the DNA test. I wanted to dig it, find out why they are not doing anything, but nothing came out of it. After accepting that nothing will come out from the family itself, I decided to trust. What did she do before she died? When did she do it, and with who did she do it? She had a small friend group in the school, 3 boys and 2 girls. Apart from questioning them, I also questioned her language teacher, Victor, because she was closer with him than her mother, helped me by telling me all about why she does what she does. I will give details about this later. This has been long enough. After 2 weeks of search I had finally found her. It happened when I was not expecting to find her. In a forest, near a farm that was not even on the map. She was in an oversized trench coat, and there were some notebooks, files, and pictures in her hands. She recognized me immediately. I took her back to the place her mother owns. It was crazy afterwards, her mother's crying in joy, police coming in and out of the place, and one of her family members getting arrested. I bet he got sentenced for his life. She never told me what he did exactly. After that she told me her proposal is still on, and she was going to pay me for it. For every detail and information I bring her, she was going to pay me a crazy amount. I feel I should not state the amount here, so like any desperate and intelligent person would do, I accepted. I was going to be her eyes and ears where she cannot be. We even started to become friends, but the deeper I dug, the deeper shit I got into. Butterfly effect of my life was not seeing her in the school, finding her in the forest. Sometimes I wish I didn't, then I wouldn't be here now. But then sometimes I remind myself, I would probably be dead if I didn't. I told you everything about the beginning. Part by part, one will be telling you the middle and the end, maybe, if there is one. Because from my perspective, story is still going on. Her story ended and I am searching for a way to bring her back.